You guys, what up? It's Davian, and it's like 4:50 something, and I need to do this. So, I've got 2 weeks worth of questions and less than 10 minutes to do them, so I'm going to try to not go in really long spasms about them. First two questions are kind of the same, so I'm going to do them at the same time. Can you be gay but attracted to the opposite gender? Can you be straight but attracted to the same gender? And I say yes, sexuality is fluid. The way you go isn't up to you, so anything can happen. Do you kiss with your eyes open or closed? And do you think it's weird if someone kisses with their eyes open? Depends. If I want to stare at you while I'm kissing you, I'll probably be kissing you with my eyes open. If I don't, I'm probably kissing you with my eyes closed. If you kiss with your eyes open, I'm definitely not kissing with mine open, because that leads to an awkward situation. I wouldn't stop the kissing, I'd just probably feel awkward afterwards, unless we're doing something else afterwards that makes me not think of awkward things. Yeah. Would you be able to date a trans person? F to M or M to F? I would be able to date anybody. My whole entire thing is, if I'm attracted to you, we have things in common, and everything else, I don't care. You're a person, you're what you are. If you're a boy, girl, androgynous, genderqueer, whatever the heck you want to identify as, we've got things in common. I don't give a crap. So, we're dating, if you want to date too. So, hey. What do you do when your crush is straight? Assess the situation and hope you don't get punched and ask them out. One person did try to hit me once. I think I was very scary though. I was in my goth gear. I was in my goth gear, like usual. And I just, scared them, apparently. And, anyways, they thought I was a freak, and whatever, I caught their hand. Ooh, I want to try karate. That was weird. But yeah, that's a random fact. I want to do karate. It's $125 a month. I have the time though, so maybe I will start karate out here, and then find some place in California and or New York, depending on where I get into college, to, be a weirdo. Yeah, karate. Okay, next week, yay. Whew! So now we're on this week's questions. So, as an American, do you find Christianity to be the main cause of hate in your country? I find that it's not Christianity. I think it's anyone who has radical religious views. Radical religious views are the cause of hate. It's just, like, if you're, like, into your religion and all that, and you're not radical about it, then I think you're pretty much a fine person. Like, I have friends who are all over the place. Like, at one point in time, one of my friends was a Satanist, and I didn't really give a crap, but, like, my parents thought it was weird, and I was just like, hey, I made friends with a satanic dude. He's pretty cool. He's still pretty cool. He's no longer a Satanist, though. He thought it was weird after a while. He's like, yeah, they do pretty some strange stuff, so I'm not a Satanist anymore. But, yeah, I'm friends with atheists, Jews, Christians, Muslims. I don't even give a crap anymore. None of them are radical, none of them are preaching their religion onto me, and none of them care what I do, so whatever. Like, there's certain things that you don't do in front of them. They ask you not to do it, you don't do it. I had this friend, though, like this one Christian friend, who decided she didn't want me to curse, and every time I cursed in front of her, she would hit me on the head. And it isn't her imposing cursing, it's just that she's really uncomfortable with cursing, and she didn't want me to do it around her parents either. So every time I cursed, she would hit me on the head, and I got into the custom to not curse a lot around her, or at all. Like, my cursing has diminished a lot, and I thank her for that. It was just, like, her one quirk, no cursing, and I could deal with that. Come on, it's no cursing, it's not that hard. But, like, if it was something else that was, like, really important to me, I wouldn't change it, but it's cursing. It doesn't really, it's not really something that I need to do. It's just something that used to come out of my mouth a lot, because I don't know why. But, like, yeah, it was just a random tangent, but, as I was saying, my friends are really liberal, no matter what religion they are. We usually have religious debates, but we don't go too far as to push things onto people. We just go, hey, this, and this, and then, you know, go off on a tangent about it. But, usually, I don't think any of my friends are, like, that radical. They do have some radical views, but none of them are radical. Parents, on the other hand, there are some radical parents, and some parents that don't know certain things about me because their kids can't tell them, because then they won't be able to hang out with me, and that would just be sad. Anyways, do you think many people change themselves to be more of a stereotypical LGBTQ person so that people notice that they are, and what are your opinions on this? Let's see, okay, I think some people change themselves to be a stereotypical queer, and then my opinion on that is just that it's sad, because you should be who you are. Like, if you are, like, queer, and you're, like, queer, but you're almost straight in a sense of acting, I think you should be who you are. Like, changing yourself for other people is really sad. Like, me, I'm really quirky, because people tend to notice that I don't have a scene. I'm not one of those people who has a scene. I don't hang out in a certain clique. And I've got my days where my clothes can either be gangsta, goth, skater kid. It can be anything. It can be all over the fucking place. And then sometimes I have this weird urge to combine clothing, and my mom thinks I'm weird because I wear my collar, spiked one, with my gangsta clothes, and then people are just like, what the hell? I have my quirkiness, okay? I like to wake up in the morning, feel out how I feel that day, be like, am I going to be more into hip-hop today, or am I going to be more into metal? Am I going to be more into this or that, or am I going to be more into science, math, and then into art? Am I going to be a geek today, or am I going to be a total bad kid? You know, am I going to be a stoner, or am I going to be like this? My mindset changes, but my stereotypical behavior doesn't. That's what my friend likes to say. Like, I'm going to still be my quirky, jumpy, ADD self. I'm going to be all over the place and not care about what's going on, and, you know, be like, hey, if people want to stereotype me, like, I usually do this, like, every time I start school, I do the same thing. I put on my goth gear and go to school, and I want to see how many people are going to freak out about the way I dress that one day. I'm going to be in total goth gear and, you know, be me. I'm going to still be quirky, I'm still going to jump around, I'm still going to hug my friends, I'm still going to tickle them to death and, you know, be the quirky me, and no matter what kind of clothes I'm in. But I do that. It makes me see how many people are scared of me before they meet me. Because I like, if you ask my friends, especially a lot of the girls, they're like, you creeped me the hell out before I met you. I thought you were really scary. And I was like, you're just a big teddy bear, and you like to wear clothes that makes you seem really scary sometimes. And I'm like, yep, that's basically me. I'm basically the kid who wants to wear clothes that makes you think that I'm really scary sometimes. And then there's sometimes I want to wear clothes that makes you think that I'm straight up G. But I'm not. I'm just a quirky little teddy bear kid. That's how I am. But I wouldn't change for anybody. I like my quirkiness, and I like wearing different kind of clothes, and I like fashion in some kind of a sense, but not like, yeah, whatever. And do you think the media are partly to blame for the hate towards LGBTQ people? I say, yeah, sure, why not? I don't even have an explanation, but I don't really pay attention to the media, but from discussions from Maya and GSA and talking to random queer friends when they're ranting on things and stuff, like, we usually have topics and stuff, and we talk about certain stuff, and like when we're talking about the media, everyone always jumps to the conclusion that, yeah, the media is to blame for a lot of stuff. The media is to blame for a lot of stuff. I don't know what, because I don't pay attention to the media, because I always think the media is bullcrap, so paying attention to it, unless someone calls me over to TV to hear something cool, is, basically, I don't pay attention to anything. I haven't paid attention to media since I was little, so, I don't know. Anyways, I gotta go. So, peace out.